Yes, good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Ooh. I have some very special guests today. We have Amanda, Angie, and Kiana. Ooh. So, guys, we're Amanda here. Things talkable is poisoning us with fentanyl. So, what better topic today to talk about than conspiracy theories?
Our favorite topic.
That theory I made up on my own, I will say.
Yeah, that was an Amanda-only conspiracy.
Anybody can put fentanyl in anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I could have put fentanyl in the champagne.
you could have.
She's all scared now. She's like,
As long as someone's driving me home, it's fine.
Your husband's gonna be like, where'd you go?
The hospital.
We had a fentanyl overdose on accident. The morgue. Oh no. Well, how are you guys doing today?
Great.
Excited?
Especially after this.
Yeah.
I know. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Gotta get you guys loosey-goosey. Alrighty, you guys. So, as you guys all know, I am based in Colorado, and one of the most talked about conspiracy theories here is the Denver airport.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's huge.
So, let me read a little bit about it. Wow. Is the Denver airport actually the Illuminati headquarters or a bunker for the elite? DIA opened February 28th, 1995. It was actually 6 months behind schedule, and the weird thing is that there was already a I have dyslexia and I don't know how to type, so that doesn't help. Sorry, guys. There was already a perfectly functional airport called the International Stapleton Airport in Denver at the time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you guys didn't know
that's
that?
I actually flew out the first week of DIA when it opened.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
That's crazy. I didn't know there was
With
another
my
airport.
parents, yeah. So Stapleton was downtown like Denver. Like you'd go
Where it should be.
into
Yeah, not in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You'd go into the middle of Denver to go to the airport.
So what's there now?
A neighborhood and like shopping and
That is
Weird.
crazy.
Yeah.
DIA also had a budget of $650 million and ended up being $4.8 billion.
That's crazy.
No one knows how it got so expensive or over budget.
I know why. Because they built extra shit.
It's those sparkly floors.
The underground.
Yeah.
Also, if you guys haven't noticed, there's this big ass freaking horse outside, and they call it Lucifer. It is actually a large blue Mustang that stands 32 feet tall, and it weighs 9,000 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a big ass.
The original builder of the horse was killed.
Yeah, it killed
building
him.
it. Yeah.
He died. It was
fell
killed
on him,
and it
right?
severed
Yeah.
his arteries in 2006.
It's crazy.
So now people think it's haunted.
Well, yeah, his eyes glow. I mean,
red. I mean,
I think they're light. They light them up red.
right. Yeah.
Maybe.
Or it's just.
There's also a lot of symbolism of the Illuminati, like the Freemason logos, talking gargoyles, and then the creepy murals that they have.
Yeah.
Those are creepy.
Yeah, they are. And they're all throughout the
The
whole
whole-
airport.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's like Nazis in some of them, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Well,
stuff.
they say that
Like
the
hidden
way the
stuff in
airport
them.
is like laid out, it's in a swastika.
Yeah, the
Are you
shape of it.
serious?
I think
Yeah.
there's a
I did
few
not know that.
swastikas kind of built in to it.
Like I
Yeah.
could see
Oh my
where
gosh.
it's really not swastika, because I mean honestly it's like a very like normal.
I feel like you could kind of make
Like,
anything.
You
look
can
like
make
a swastika.
yeah.
you can kind of make a swastika out of anything without making it a swastika. So it's kind of like
These tiles.
yeah, right there, boom.
Well, and even the tent things, the white things, are like it's supposed to be like snow-capped mountains.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
I
I've always
don't
wondered
know.
what that
me
was
too.
all about.
Those, but they're so high up too. Like for what?
Yeah,
What a
for
weird
what?
thing to build
Yeah.
an airport out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but. People are also saying that the best way to distract the masses from the truth is to hide it in plain sight or sarcasm.
Yeah.
And if you guys have ever been to DIA, there's signs everywhere that says, is it under construction or underground tunnels?
Yeah.
Are we creating the world's greatest airport or are we preparing for the end of the world?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Like, they're just mocking the public.
Because that's why everyone keeps saying that there's
Yeah.
underground tunnels for
Mhm.
the elite, and then doomsday comes, and then that's where everyone's going to go.
Yeah.
Well, at least we're already in Colorado. Woo! So we get first dibs. I'm not moving to Texas anymore. I'm scared. I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah, just stay.
I'm just gonna go live in the tunnels with the tunnel people.
With the elite.
No, if the end of the world comes, I'm not fighting. I'm like, peace.
More extra room.
We already lived through COVID.
Well, you'll be in Wyoming, so I don't think you get first dibs.
No.
Well, I can just go find a nuke somewhere out
We'll
there.
take
That's
you.
where all the
Right.
nukes
Do they
live.
have
I'll just
airports
go-
in Wyoming?
Yeah, but
it's really
small
expensive
ones.
to fly in and out of.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh. Ooh.
There's one in Cheyenne.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just small.
nobody really uses it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Fun fact.
because the Air Force has their own base or their own like landing strip there.
Oh, we have one here in Greeley.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
And there's one in Loveland.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot, there's
You
a
can-
lot of little ones.
You can fly out of Loveland
Mm-hmm.
and go to like cities.
Vegas.
Vegas, yeah. I've seen that one a lot.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys have anything else for DIA that you find creepy?
Well, we talk a lot about like simulations and the airports and planes, like millions of people traveling to.
yeah,
one
we were
place
talking.
at
Were we
one
talking about
time.
that the other day?
Yeah.
Like, how is it everybody's going to Vegas at the same time at 5:20 on a Tuesday?
Yeah,
Like,
And then back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
how are we
crazy.
all going back?
What are we all doing?
And
together?
especially what's weird is when you see the same people that you saw coming back. I'm like, why were we there at the same time,
I know, it's
same time
weird.
frame? Like, that is
Just
creepy.
a quick little party weekend.
Yeah, but like, why are we coming back at the same time? Like, I don't know. Isn't-
Exactly.
Hopper
Yeah.
tickets? I don't know.
Hopper, if you want to sponsor us.
Love a good hopper discount.
Right? Yeah.
No, literally.
Did all this start after you watched Manifest?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But
Well, now there's a video coming out or a documentary about whatever missing flight.
The Malaysia flight?
Yeah, I think it's out on Hulu.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's creepy. How it's just
Just
nobody
gone.
knows what happened.
Right.
it's gone. So I was telling Columba about a theory or an idea. It's called Occam's razor, and it's the idea that the most simple explanation to something is the truth. So it's like the most logic explanation
Yeah.
would debunk
Everything.
theories.
Yeah.
But it was like this guy in the like medieval times. It was named after him, and he is like a logician, you know, where he's like, it's not really like a scientific thing, but he's just like, this is the most simple answer, so it has to be the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of goes against theories and like conspiracy theories. It's kind of crazy just to think about.
No, yeah. When you told me that, I was like, what is this? You're like, ooh, bet.
Yeah, because like the more you get into it and the more theories you come into, it's just like doesn't make sense to
Yeah.
people. But
And I also feel like I feel like there's reasons why people say like you go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Because it's also, what if they're trying to how do I say it? Like distract you and move you to a different way. So, because you're probably getting to the right answer,
Right.
and
Yeah.
they're like, "No, just kidding, go this way," and then
Yeah.
you go down this whole thing, and then
Yeah.
you believe it because you're like, "Oh
I
no,
never
that
thought
makes
about
more
that.
sense than the other."
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're over explaining something.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
not true.
And you keep believing it. I saw
Yeah.
this thing on TikTok. I was about to believe it about how I think I sent it to you guys. They made it seem so real about how Queen Elizabeth actually died, and like this thing, and then she ended up Prince Charles, right? Is that her husband?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's her son,
Oh,
Prince
no.
Charles.
Who's her
No.
husband? King Charles? Oh, King
Yeah.
Charles. So then King Charles became king, and then how everyone's just like, she didn't die.
Let me look.
When you last year?
Right.
She didn't die last year. She died like years ago, and like
The
I don't.
same thing with Nelson.
Oh
Mandela.
my God! Let me tell you guys. Let me tell you something.
Here we go.
This
Same
thing. I remember back in the day, I watched America's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
They had an episode where they took the girls to, what's that one prison in the middle of the ocean?
Alcatraz.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They took him to Alcatraz, and then I swear to Jesus, they said Nelson Mandela was in this cell and he's dead.
He died like
died.
a long time
Yeah,
ago.
that he was gone.
Yeah.
Outskis.
Yep.
And then not that long ago, he barely
died.
died in like 2013. Everyone's like, wait, what do you mean he barely died? He died forever ago. And they're like, no, he just died. So that's where the Mandela effect comes in, where people believe one thing,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
actually another thing. And that thing trips me out because
supposedly he died in the 1980s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he died in 2013. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, no.
So maybe in the 80s it was just a rumor that got out of control.
Maybe.
Well, but I feel like I remember a movie or something.
Exactly.
About it.
There's everyone.
Because
Mandela effect.
Yeah, because when the America's Next Top Model was like in the early 2000s, so I remember because I would watch it very religiously. I loved it a lot. Tyra Banks gave me body dysmorphia, even though I was like 80 pounds. But I remember they said he died, and then he barely. And I'm like, nope, you guys are playing with me, and that is a rock I will die on because.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's. These things happened or they didn't, but we all, or more than 50% of people think that this is what it was, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's crazy.
Like I saw this thing, well now that we're on the topic, like the Star Wars, on the episode of The Empire Strikes Back, everyone thinks Darth Vader says, Luke, I am your father.
Mm-hmm.
But if you watch it, it just says, no, I am your father. And everyone's like, no, it's a lie because there's merch, there's everything everywhere.
That
But
says
when you look at it, it's not Luke, I am your father. It says, no, I am your father. But everybody remembers it as Luke.
Yeah, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
And then
wild.
I argue with my sister on I will die on this rock again. So back in the day, in like the early 2000s, I don't know, I was really little. There's a show called Sex and the City. I remember it being
Yes.
Sex in the City. You
But
too.
yes.
But it's Sex and the City. I'm like,
it's
no.
not Sex in the City. It's Sex and the City.
But it's Sex. But I remember it being Sex in the City.
Me too.
Yeah.
I know.
Thank you. What
You
about you guys? You
I
probably
never
remember
watched
it better.
I mean,
Not
I
calling you
watched
old,
it,
but I'm just saying,
I
yeah.
watched it when it was newer, but I don't
what do
remember.
you don't remember it?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I don't remember which
If
one
it was in or and, yeah.
I don't think I was allowed to watch it.
I wasn't, but my sister was, so I would be like, what are you watching?
Yeah, I don't think I really even watched it that much or have seen that much of it, but just hearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I swear it was in the city.
yeah.
My sister's
It's
like, no,
crazy.
and I'm like, I will die on this rock because it's in the city.
Yeah.
It's
I
in
know.
the city.
I know. People will argue all day about it.
This is other one, which is trippy. Snow White. So when she's talking to the mirror, someone who's talking to the mirror, the witch.
The witches.
Yeah. When the witch is talking in the mirror, everybody
fairies.
thinks it's like mirror, mirror on the wall,
Mm-hmm.
but it's actually magic mirror on the wall.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
See? That's
That's
There's even merch for Mirror Mirror.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there's a remake with Lily Collins called Mirror Mirror.
It's like so trippy.
fun fact.
Fun
Yeah.
fact. I have all those.
Yeah, there's a lot about like cereal boxes and names and how they're spelled.
Mhm.
Fruit Loops is one. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's FROOT, but it's always like been FR like fruit. Like
Yeah, fruit.
FRUIT.
Or like
yeah.
Chick-fil-A is
Mhm.
one. Or
Mm.
wow.
What?
It did not have a K. It never had a K. I feel
Yes,
like
it did.
Chick-fil-A always was just had a C at the end, not a
And
CK.
so many people have
I
said
remember the
that this year.
CK.
I don't.
I
I always
remember
remember
the
it just being like
CK.
chick.
What about Kit Kat having
Oh, yeah.
a hyphen in the
I
middle?
think I do remember that.
But it
That's
doesn't have a
crazy.
hyphen.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
it
Does
doesn't?
it?
No. But see, you remember a hyphen.
Weird.
Yeah.
I know. It's like
No, literally. Oh, one more Mandela effect before
we move along.
my eyebrow lady just told me about this one. We were talking about conspiracy theories. She talked about the Statue of Liberty, and I was like, "What about it?" Apparently, that the Statue of Liberty has always been on Liberty Island, and it has never been on Ellis Island, and it's a lie because
She went there.
I went to New York, and I remember we got a. I swear, if I find it, I will post a picture. I know of the ticket for going to go see Lady Liberty. They kept saying Ellis Island, Ellis Island, Ellis Island. I swear, I remember
You
that.
tagged it,
was,
right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
engraved in my head. I went back on my Instagram. I posted a picture of me with Lady Liberty, and I tagged Ellis Island.
But it's Liberty.
But it's supposedly Liberty Island. I
And
was-
she's not going to get over it.
I'm not gonna get over it
You
because
gotta go back and decide. And,
Let's go to
and
New
read
York.
everything
Yeah.
and see if
no,
it's
literally,
something
I
that-
texted one of my best friends and I was like, find a ticket, find anything. I swear to God, we were on Ellis Island. Even she said it too. She's like, yeah. I was like, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
Your eyebrows look good.
Thank you. I got them
Speaking of-
laminated.
yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You look really good.
I want to do that.
Yeah, because I'm like, I like them. I miss my, well, not bushy, but
Except
I
for
miss my eyebrows.
Did you see the TikTok I sent you with that girl's eyebrows?
Oh,
They were
yeah.
like 2 hairs away from each
They
other.
were very, very close to each other. I was just like, oh, no.
And she's like, being in the hair industry for over 10 years, I'm all, yikes.
Do you want me to tell you guys where the term conspiracy theory comes from?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please.
I know, but I'll read it to you. It came from the CIA. I could not find what the mission name was. But it was a term. Conspiracy theory was coined by the CIA in the 60s, I think. Oh, it just went away. But it was because people were getting onto what happened with JFK. And so the CIA wanted to make people think they were crazy.
Yeah.
And so
She's ready.
yeah.
She's been wanting to talk about JFK
Yeah.
for a minute.
Yeah.
And so now you see all these conspiracy theories coming true or whatever, and it's because once you kind of get close to something, somebody
just
who
like,
knows
"Skirt."
something's like, you're crazy.
Yeah, conspiracy
Put your
theories.
tinfoil hat away.
They didn't.
Area 51,
Conspiracy theories weren't really a thing until the CIA made it a thing.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know.
Hiding it in plain sight.
Yeah.
Making everyone feel dumb.
Yeah.
You guys are really young, so you probably haven't seen it, but there's a movie, Conspiracy Theory, that has Mel Gibson in it. And I think maybe Julia Roberts, but definitely Mel Gibson. And dude, he gets into all those. JFK, what the government's doing with our money, all that. You should watch it.
I should watch it. I've never seen it before, but the whole JFK thing is crazy.
Yeah, so what do you know about this?
Yeah, I was going to say, so speaking of JFK.
Well, that's all I had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not a ton, but obviously there's a lot of theories about what happened to him.
Mhm.
Was it the CIA or was it, the man that was, well, he didn't go on trial because he was killed before he could, but Lee Harvey
I've seen
Oswald.
that happen.
Yeah. Yeah,
Many
exactly.
times.
So
Epstein. Wait,
he
what?
was accused, of killing JFK, but the CIA was trying to cover it up or using him as a cover up. And then he was killed by this mobster and this club owner in Dallas, Texas. And so then they were trying to say that he was a part of killing JFK too. So that's all there's a lot to it, but that's, you just,
Well,
I don't
and
know.
even JFK Jr., the conspiracy behind his plane crash and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
I saw this thing of the car, the JFK car,
Uh-huh.
that there's a picture of how the car is,
Yeah.
but then they're in the museum, the car's way different than what the picture is.
Okay, it's switched around.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
apparently in the car was only the chauffeur and then him and his wife.
Yeah.
But in the museum, the car's big. I don't know. It's freaking weird. I should have sent it to you guys, but I didn't. But I saw it earlier and I was just like, what?
Weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw something too about there was a civilian. He was the closest civilian to JFK, during that whole, thing, and he's called the Umbrella Man, and he somehow was super close to his car, as it was driving by, and he opened his umbrella.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to supposedly signal the shot to kill him. But a lot of people say that there are multiple shooters also.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What if his umbrella was the gun?
That's what I was.
Or
That's
he-
what I thought you were gonna say.
A lot of people think he could have been the gunman also.
Right.
So he could have done it.
Pop open the
Yeah, 'cause-
umbrella.
I feel like that was a theme.
Yeah.
Umbrella guns.
But I don't
Said
know.
no on Taco Bell, umbrella gun. That'd be kind of cool though.
Did you
an
get
umbrella
an
gun.
umbrella gun?
Yeah.
It's raining. I'm about to pop you in the head.
No one really knew how he got that close to the president, though. It was
Yeah.
kind of weird. But he was never questioned
Of course not.
or
Did anybody
Did they
ever
have
know?
Secret Service then, or was it just the sheriff's department for each?
I don't know. But I know the governor got shot too. Multiple people got shot,
Oh,
not
really?
just JFK. And so
Oh, is that why people think it's different shooters? Then?
yeah, but
Mm.
Lee or the guy that was accused was it's just one guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how is it multiple shots and multiple people?
Mm-hmm.
But
Right, but they only
supposedly
went after
a
one
bullet ricocheted and then hit the president.
What's that movie? What's the Angelina Jolie movie where they like
Oh,
bend
yeah,
the bullet?
Wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what is this? A fucking wanted movie?
Yeah, like the whole
Yep.
JFK thing is like, it is a lot trippy when you
Yeah,
really
there's
die.
a lot to it.
Or
yeah.
like the JFK curse that something always happens to that family.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe.
Oh,
Yeah, the Marilyn Monroe.
Listen.
Do you guys?
I didn't watch
I feel-
One because she said it was a lot of.
It's
But-
bad.
I feel like they killed her because she knew too
Probably.
much.
Well, yeah,
She didn't kill herself.
He was, cheating on his wife supposedly with Marilyn.
Well, and even in Blonde, like it wasn't towards, I feel like the middle, maybe like end of the movie where JFK came into it. And then
Yeah.
obviously the end of the movie is when she dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there could be something to
I
that.
think it's 7 Days with Marilyn is another movie that came
Mm-hmm.
out. I think it's been a few years, but that highlighted like a more positive like side of her life. But she lived a horrible life, and he added to that.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if the CIA had killed him, killed her too.
Gotta clean up all the loose ends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because after she died, her body went missing for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No one.
Mhm.
It's like she wasn't traceable. for-
Yeah.
Poor
They don't know where she
woman.
went. And she's, what? She died at a hotel, huh? Or her house
At
or
her
something?
house. Her house.
Somewhere.
Yeah. She overdosed.
Yeah, overdose.
Supposedly.
And then
So what
it's
if-
like, how did she go missing?
What if that's
Right.
a like remade Marilyn that they brought back 8 hours later and Marilyn's still alive?
Well, yeah. I know.
I've wondered that about a few people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Like
I can't
Avril
remember.
Lavigne.
Michael Jackson is another one who like
Oh, yeah.
died, but people think he's still alive.
I wonder
Tupac.
Steve Jobs.
Tupac, for
Tupac,
sure.
big
I don't know why I've always believed that one, that he's still alive for some reason. Because because it doesn't make sense how only Tupac got hit,
I know.
but Suge was just vibing. It's
well,
like,
but then people like what?
Yeah.
What did Suge do?
well, yeah.
He's sketchy.
But it's like, how did he only, like, you're gonna shoot at somebody and no one else is gonna get hit, you know?
he was the only one that
There
got
was a
hit.
show on USA, like with Josh Duhamel or whatever, about it, and I feel like they explained a lot of it, but they were all confused when it happened.
Yeah.
The police department was.
Yeah, because I'm like, it kind
scrambling
of really doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Like, I do feel like Biggie did die because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the other thing. Biggie Smalls, like the retaliation and like the stuff that was going on with those two. I mean, it's a simple explanation,
Yeah.
but maybe not.
I don't know.
What was it called again? The simple explanation.
I can't
Cosmic
think right now
Razor.
because of the
Yeah, Razor.
Oh, you sent it to me.
no
Razor isn't the
it's
name.
Occam's razor.
Occam's
yeah,
razor.
William Occam is like the guy that started
Yeah.
all that.
So,
But
see, the easiest answer.
the most simple answer, supposedly, or according to him, is
So they all
the
did.
truth. So like, yeah, I mean, but we could go on and on about
Yeah,
it.
about how not everybody's really dead. But hey, I never thought of that. That one just, now I'm gonna go in a rabbit hole of Marilyn Monroe is still alive.
Yeah.
There's got to be an island somewhere with dead celebrities.
The Epstein Island.
sure.
Dead
Yeah.
celebrities.
No, well, no.
Ellis Island.
Yeah, they're in Ellis Island. That's why it doesn't exist.
Epstein can actually be dead. That's fine.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Fuck
Well,
that guy.
he didn't kill himself though.
Yeah. Well,
I don't believe he
No.
killed himself.
Oh.
no,
no, I don't either.
he just knew too much.
Well, yeah, he.
Well, he's friends
friends
with
with
multiple
everybody.
presidents.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm surprised they didn't
princes.
they didn't kill Maxwell, Gillian
I
or
thought
Gillian.
the same thing.
But I feel like
Ghislaine.
Gillian.
Yeah.
But I feel like because everybody knew that Epstein didn't kill himself, they're like, oh, if we kill her, it's too
That's
obvious.
way too
Yeah,
obvious.
So they're like, we'll just keep her in a cell and
Yeah.
she'll be fine.
Mhm.
She can watch TV and eat a steak dinner.
Right?
She's
They're
good.
like, she's okay.
Yeah.
We gotta keep her alive a couple more years.
Yeah.
Because then they're on to us.
She'll get sick.
Yeah. It's
in a couple
Cosmic's Razor. What is it?
Occam's razor.
Occam's Razor.
Cosmic.
Cosmic Razor.
Occam.
I watched too much TV, obviously, but I also watched a show about Epstein,
Mhm.
where she went back in time where Trump didn't win and Hillary was president and so on and so forth. and like they had to represent Epstein and they had to represent Harvey Weinstein.
Uh-huh.
Gosh.
And she's like, no, they're rapists. And they're like, what? You are paid to protect them.
Crazy.
So she's like, I want to go back to when Trump was president.
Oh, shit.
That's
Take me
funny.
back.
Because the women's movement, Me Too movement,
That is crazy.
What show was that?
The Good Fight.
The Simpsons.
I was going to talk about the Simpsons.
Oh, yeah.
How the fuck do they know everything?
Literally, they predict a lot of things.
No, they do.
And it happens.
I know.
They literally predicted Trump winning,
I
and he
know.
won.
They predict like hella stuff like
Yeah.
that happened.
And you know what? Talking about that, I feel like the things that they said were were gonna happen
Mhm.
already happened, and then people are putting two and two together. But then I've noticed that there's a lot of other things that the Simpsons has said that are going to happen, but they don't.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, we're
So-
on to them.
Yeah, right. So then are they gonna just like do it?
Yeah, because I'm like,
Because
I
of
feel
it?
like we're already
I
Because
know.
I'm like, we can't really tell, like, they can't keep, like, making it happen. Because then, you know what I mean?
because then people will
It'd be
catch
too
on to
obvious.
it.
Yeah. I feel like some of the stuff, that they're just distracting us
Mm-hmm.
from the truth.
Probably.
I think releasing Area 51 information was to distract us from freaking COVID.
I think the whole Area 51 is not, I think that's like a decoy.
You do?
Yeah. I feel like if there's an Area 51, it's not where it's
there.
at. Yeah. Because why are you going to tell people,
This
it's
is
here?
where it is, but don't go there.
Yeah,
If
because
it
we're gonna
was
kill
there,
you,
it's
but
not
we're right
anymore.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah, like why would you just
Yeah.
tell the world like, hey, like no, like
Right.
that's dumb.
Well,
Yeah.
like, I've asked some of my family who's kind of not really like been there, but can kind of know what's been there, and then they're all like, "There's nothing there."
Yeah,
Yeah, it's nothing.
you can't tell the public, hey, we got a bunch of aliens, but you can't come.
Right.
But you'll be fine. You can't do that.
Show up and get shot.
Yeah.
Kill you.
They have to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Where are
But
all
where
the
they
alien
moved
sightings?
somewhere else because people were talking about Area 51 so much.
Fair play.
Or they were there first, and then they're like, fuck, we gotta move the aliens.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Moved out to the middle of Colorado.
2.0.
somewhere.
In Wyoming. In your backyard.
Yeah. That's
Do you guys believe in aliens?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We can't be the only ones here.
No.
Right? Literally. They
No,
have
but I feel like they're not like
What?
what
They
we
look
look
like?
at, the
Yeah.
green people
Yeah.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
No.
I feel like they're probably humans, but from like a better time or a different planet or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Like we just
I think they're just chilling with us.
Yeah. Just randomly.
Yep.
Go up to them.
Like
excuse me,
shapeshifters.
are you an alien?
Like maybe my lash lady. Something like that.
I feel like some of my clients might be aliens.
Mine for sure. are.
Yeah, I'll talk to them and they say some weird shit and I'm like, are you an alien? You're an
I have
extraterrestrial.
3 roller sets today, guys.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
the first
love
lady's
that.
So
an
that
alien.
the aliens for sure.
Alrighty,
funny.
guys, we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll be back.
What's the
Welcome back! Alrighty, guys. So we're gonna keep with this creepiness. Another creepiness. I'll have Angie talk about it first, but it's called sleep paralysis. If you ever had sleep paralysis, it is the worst fucking thing ever. So, ma'am, take it away.
So the conspiracy, is it a sleep disorder
Mm-hmm.
that your nerves are firing off, or is it paranormal? Are you being visited? Are you being possessed? Are you being manipulated in the mind? Are you in another dimension?
Yeah,
Like,
it's paranormal as
what's
fuck.
happening? I think it's paranormal too. And here's the thing: I've never experienced it or any paranormal activity. But I know it's real.
You've never had sleep paralysis?
Mm-mm.
I haven't either.
Have you?
No.
So what like
What
what
the hell?
happens when you experience
Okay,
it?
so I remember this. There's a lot of stuff that's happened to me ever since I was little too. Like I would have like the creepiest dreams where I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, I couldn't scream or anything. And I didn't think nothing of it because I used to watch a lot of scary movies. I'm like, oh, it's just my self-conscious, like whatever. So I didn't think nothing of it until I got older and they got worser. because then like things would grab me. They were like jump on me. I would see black shadows everywhere, and I'm like, So then, yeah. So then I would tell my mom, and she, you know, my cute little Catholic mom, she would go around the house, throw holy water everywhere, and just pray. It would work.
Rub you with eggs.
Yeah, literally. And then it would work for a few months, and then again. And I was like, crap. And I remember one time we were at my old house, and I had such bad sleep paralysis, like bad. I turned on all the lights, and I went to go sleep with my mom and my dad.
Aww.
That's how scared I was, dude. And I was, probably like in high school or something?
That sounds
then-
terrifying.
yeah.
So you can't like wake up.
No, so you technically, okay, so what happens is like, okay, let's just say you're randomly sleeping, and then you wake up. And then, I've always woken up in my bed. Like, I wake up in my bed. So I just think I wake up.
Yeah.
So I'm sleeping, and then I wake up, and I'm like, oh, I'm just in my bed. And all of a sudden, I try to move, and I can't. And I'm like, what the fuck?
So are you
So they're
awake
saying,
or are you
like-
in a dream?
So they're saying
So it's-
like your body is asleep, but your brain is awake.
Wake.
Okay.
Because technically, you can still see everything. You
So
just
your
can't.
eyes are open.
Yeah. So let's
Okay.
just say, like, you're just chill. Like, pretend like this is a dream right now. And then you wake up, and you're like, oh, it's just us. And we're not talking or anything. And you're like, what the hell? And then you try to move, and you can't.
Weird.
And you're basically just sitting there like with your eyes open, screaming.
And then you try to
But
talk
you
or anything,
can't.
and nothing comes out.
Yeah. Like Dean has them, and he explains them to me, and it just kills me. And like he had one the other night, and he's only 13, and he's explaining like this dark shadow with red eyes and like a hat, and I'm like,
Oh,
And he was in his room.
mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your parents' house is haunted?
No, I think it's at his dad's out in Eaton. I think it's
Does he only get them over there?
Mm-hmm.
See? That's what I was just telling them too. Both of my houses, I've always got them, or anywhere I'm like sketchy or creepy, I get sleep paralysis. If I'm somewhere that's not, I don't get it. And I get it pretty often. I literally just had one last night.
They live in like an old dentist's house, like that was one of the first houses out in Eaton. So I feel like was
It
it
could
on
be.
a farm? Was
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
whatever. And he's in the basement, but like he recorded some sound this weekend, like that sounded like an extension cord being drug across the floor, and everybody was asleep.
Weird.
Yeah, that house is haunted. Okay, so we're gonna So, can I call your ex-husband and be like, can we film there real quick?
Sure.
Yeah, please,
Call
sir.
Discovery.
Yeah, I'll tell him you're not coming, and then we'll sneak you in, so he won't get mad, and then we'll have the coons be like, you can go upstairs.
No, send her downstairs with the ghost.
Yeah. Be like, hey, come sit with me. Let's talk about ghosts.
Well, I mean, she could be on her,
Take her.
laptop reading dog reiki's over the internet.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe that's why it's haunted.
Maybe.
Maybe she's the one haunting.
Oh, I
The
know.
spirits were like, bitch.
She told him the other day that Beatrice needed to be put down because the ghosts were tormenting her too much.
Maybe they should move out of the house.
So yeah, they put the
That's a
dog
solution.
down.
For no reason.
Well, they said he was old, but that he was seeing ghosts,
What?
Woo!
being tormented.
Wow.
That's not.
But I've
Well,
never
that
had,
sucks for
not
Dean.
one time have I had a paranormal experience.
That shit
Not
is
ever.
literally the creepiest thing.
I feel like in the house I grew up in, I always remembered feeling like I was being watched. And then I had these, like, I'd collect, like, cool, I don't know, like energy drink cans or whatever. And it was probably just environmental.
hippie ones?
But, I don't know what they were. No,
Oh.
like, they were like pinup girls or, I don't know,
Oh,
cute,
okay.
like, random ass cans. But they would always sound like someone was, like, flicking them. Like, every so
Weird.
often. Or, like, the can would pop. And so my mom would make fun of me because I had ghosts in my room. But I was like, I'm serious. Like, first of all, somebody's always watching me. And second of all, my cans won't shut up.
That
Yeah.
is creepy.
But I feel like I've had almost like opposite sleep paralysis where it's like I'm having a lucid dream kind of, but I'll be like trying to run from something or scream or in a fight and like nothing's coming out or like I can't.
But
I'm, like,
you're
running.
still in the dream.
Yeah, I'm still in the
Yes,
dream.
I
Yeah.
have had that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
That happens to me a lot
Yeah.
where I'm like trying to run from somebody and I'm like
I hate that.
Especially when you want to fight somebody. I'm trying to punch this bitch, and I'm like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
Just kill me.
In beauty school, there was a time when I wasn't sleeping very good and I was having all those lucid dreams and my body was sore. And the doctor said it was because in my dreams I'm tensing up so much that like my whole body would hurt.
Oh shit.
That makes sense because you're trying so hard to do whatever you're trying to do,
Yeah.
and you just like
You
it's like you're
can't.
stuck in
And
jello.
then suddenly you're, with a walker or a cast because your body's trying to tell you why you can't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So weird.
It is
Yeah, so like, is it your body or is it?
I don't know. That sounds like something paranormal is
Yeah.
happening.
Mhm.
Possession.
Yeah.
And I know in my old house, my mom and my neighbor, they would always have coffee. It was cute. Like they would drink coffee and stuff. And my mom always said that she always saw an old lady at my house just chilling.
Oh.
And she would always say that she would see people like go, cause the way my old house was it was like a really like long house. So like you had to walk all the way down to the house, and then my room was to the left. And it was right next to the washing machine, like the laundry area. And my mom always said that she would always see me walk into my room. I'm like, well, no shit, I have sleep paralysis.
Right?
I've
She's
been
like,
telling you.
she's like, I just don't want to tell you because you're gonna freak out. Well, I'm spooked already.
Thank you.
That old lady's trying to live her best life in your body.
I feel like she died there.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because
You're possessed at night.
yeah, it was her because it's her. The people that owned it were her. It was her daughter. So the mom lived there,
Oh.
and then I think it was vacant for a little bit, and then
And
we
then they
lived
sold
there.
it?
Yeah. So I'm like, she died there. She had to have died there, but she was never like creep or scary about it.
She was like a good.
Yeah, she was just
spirit.
chilling.
Yeah.
She's like, it's my house.
Just chilling.
Just keep it clean. And I know in my house now, the basement, my sister says she always hears things because her room's in the basement, so she always hears shit. And I'm just like, the ghost likes you, bye. Because and then my room's right on top of hers, and she always says that she hears me like walking.
And you're like, I'm not.
No, sometimes she'll be like, is it you or the ghost? And I'm like, it's the ghost. I'm not even home.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
weird.
she always asks me that. I'm like, nope, it's not me. Because she's like, no, I hear you like if you're walking in your room.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, dude, I'm not even home.
Do you know her name?
Who?
The old lady.
No. I don't.
You gotta start making friends with her because she
I
ain't
feel
going
like
nowhere.
if my mom ever haunted that house, it would be like you'd hear the vacuum.
The vacuum.
going.
Words with friends, pings.
Her TV.
Yeah.
Or my dad, women's softball just comes on the TV all the time.
You're like, oh, there it is.
Orville.
Hi, Orville.
Hi, Daddy. Yeah, I feel like sleep paralysis has to do a lot with more of the paranormal. I don't think it's a sleep disorder.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean,
Because I've told my therapist about it, and it's not like she was like, oh, yeah, you have a sleep disorder. No, she's like, oh, no, yeah.
Doctors can't believe in the spiritual world for
Yes.
some reason.
Well, my therapist is Mexican, so I think she believes me enough. She's like, oh, wait, I got you.
She's like, oh,
She's like,
let's sacrifice this.
She's like, let me tell you the medical terminology, but I believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm just,
Ugh.
yeah, that stuff is like creepy.
That is creepy.
Because I remember I talked about it in my Halloween episode, but I was saying that when I was at my ex's house, I remember him getting out of the bed and going to use the restroom, and as soon as he left the restroom, I like woke up, and he walked out the door. There was like a black shadow right there. He said he didn't see anything or nothing, and as soon as he came back into the room, the black shadow left. I was like, what the fuck? And then in the morning, he left. He's like, oh, good night. He's like, good morning, babe, I'm leaving. He kissed me and he left. And I physically woke up. I got cozy in bed, and all of a sudden I wake up and I hear my name, and it's like, Columba. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I remember he was like, if you don't pay attention to them, they like just ignore them.
yeah.
This ghost was pissed that I was ignoring
No,
him.
you can't ignore him.
So I went back to bed, and then it grabbed me by my legs, like it put pressure on my legs, and it's like, Columba. And I was like, nope, not today, Mr. Ghost. I went back to bed.
No.
He jumps on me, because I had the blanket on me, so I'm like this, and I can feel something like on me. He like jumps on me, and he's like, Columba, Oh, hell. Well, I couldn't move. So I forced myself to wake up. And as soon as I woke up, I dipped out of the fucking house. I was like, bye. I texted him. I was like, I didn't make the bed. The ghost almost killed me. Bye. He's like, okay, babe.
So you left so early on Saturday? Because there are ghosts down there. You didn't tell me that.
It plays ping pong.
At 3 in the morning. No, I was
I
just
believe it.
Yeah.
Me too.
No, but yeah, it's fucking trippy.
Have you ever done a Ouija board?
Oh no, I never will do that.
Like that's what the people that get it are like have dug into it, but no.
No, I know somebody. I don't know if she wants to be mentioned, but she says she played with one, but it was like a spiritual one because her best friend, her mom was like a hippie, so it was like more like a hippie Ouija board. But I don't know. She's the one that gets haunted all the time, so I don't know. I don't know.
Don't fuck with Ouija boards.
But no, there's times when I'm not gonna lie. There's times when I'm like, like. How I know, like, what's the worst that can happen? I know, like, there's a lot that can happen.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what if I just, But then I'm like, no, I'm okay.
Yeah, no.
Because so much shit already happens to me. I'm like, I don't want to add on top of it.
I've done one once, but I was younger and I couldn't stop giggling.
Okay, so.
And I was with friends, so you never know if somebody's moving it. I feel like it's something you kind of have to do by yourself.
No, you're not supposed to do it
But you
alone.
can't do it by yourself, and you have to close it out.
You have to say goodbye.
Yeah, we probably didn't summon anything. Did you feel all right?
That's why you can't buy a house for college. It's like Wyoming. No wonder you're so paranoid. Maybe that's why.
Maybe that's
I have a lot of spirits following me.
How old were you?
I don't remember. I'm probably middle school, like young, but
Was it like those ones that you just buy at Walmart? Or
Did somebody have like a nice?
it might have been made on like cardboard. Now I'm starting to remember when it was. It's like freshman year of high school, 8th grade maybe. And I
The
think
ghost
it was
is trying to
something that
remember her.
somebody made.
the ghost is like, it was this.
You thought they were your heads.
Like, hey, if you're gonna talk about us, tell them the right story.
Give them the facts.
Oh no, literally.
No, I've heard of that, like just using like a little rocks glass and cardboard. And
Yeah, you can make one.
They said even on paper, like you can legitimately do anything.
Nope.
I'm like that.
Nope.
There's a lot of things. I'm
Stay
like,
on your side.
have you ever? No. Would you ever?
No.
Not even like the smallest curiosity.
No, I've thought about it.
Yeah.
I know people that have done it,
Mhm.
and like a lot of people, especially like I grew up out in the boonies, like sketchy shit is out there.
Yeah.
Space.
Yeah.
There's like 50. Didn't you say your high school was like 50 people?
I graduated with 10 people.
Oh shit, 10.
Yeah, my whole school was like 200 people, so it was like some weird shit happens
And
out
it
there.
was kindergarten through senior.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because those are like some corn-fed like.
She's all
You know.
I'm not saying that.
No, but I know a lot of people that have, but I just never have. But I've thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did you ever think of playing with one? Even when you were younger?
I think that it was talked about, but the way I was raised was like,
Yeah.
No, but
yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I have tarot cards, but I don't feel like they're what people think they are.
I feel like it depends how you use it.
Yeah.
Cause
I want to get my tarot cards read in New Orleans so bad.
I always do, and then I get scared.
Yeah. See,
'Cause
that
people
scares
say-
me too.
Because people say if you open a door, another door closes.
Yeah.
So it's like
What's that mean?
there's probably something good that was about to happen, but because you did that, you just closed that, and now you're opening something else that wasn't supposed to happen.
Like by getting your future read or whatever.
Because technically you're not supposed to.
You're not supposed
You're
to know.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to just
Right.
live your life.
Right.
Would you want to know?
Oh, 1,000%.
You would?
I want
Well,
to
it's
know,
like the Ouija board. It's
so
like one of those
bad,
things.
but I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Because also the person who's giving you the reading you shit, they could have bad intentions and they could fuck up your life too.
Mhm.
Cause all that black magic and brujeria and shit. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. That's mm-mm.
I would not want to know.
No,
No.
I do. I'm like, when do I get married? How many
do, but I
kids?
don't.
When you die.
Yeah. No, I don't want to know when I die.
No, you
No,
just
that
wanna know the
scares me.
future?
I always have.
Yeah.
Is this weird? I always have a feeling of how I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Like I always, not like
Listen.
when or anything, but I just have a feeling of how it's gonna happen. I don't know.
Okay, well, what? How do you think it's going to happen?
I don't like just random. Sometimes I'll be like driving and I'm like, okay.
Well, maybe,
I just have a
maybe
weird
though
feeling.
that's
No.
like the alternate universe, another conspiracy theory. You're
Right.
I'm driving into the alternate universe.
you're split between a timeline, and
Yeah.
in that moment you're dying in that timeline. In this moment you're driving in this timeline.
And I'm
I
still
had a
driving
dream the other
my
night.
stupid little Chrysler. What
That's why I don't think we're plugged into the Matrix.
And then
Because
one
if I was plugged into the Matrix, I'd be skinny and tall and the best volleyball player.
rich
My
as fuck.
shoulders would not hurt.
I would be a trophy wife. I would be driving a Bronco. I wouldn't have to be working for a living.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Or
Think
we've
about-
got operators that are like, you know what? I really want to fuck up her neck today.
Like,
Oh,
what are those dolls that you like mess with?
Oh, the voodoo dolls.
Voodoo dolls. Like, do you guys believe in that stuff?
I think probably if people have a
If
good
people
enough
are like-
bad intention.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's kind of like tarot cards. Like, it's kind of the same thing, you know? It just
I
depends
worry
on
less
what you
about
believe
tarot
in.
cards
Yeah.
and more about voodoo, for sure.
What
So
do
it
you think
seems
the
more-
difference is? In
I
your
feel like
perspective.
tarot cards are more. I mean, I guess it depends on who's reading them.
Exactly,
I
that's
feel
the
like
thing.
more than anything, it's like auras and spiritual, like
Yeah, you're not cursing someone.
yeah.
I don't think.
And I don't think you can. I
Yeah.
don't think they usually like tell the full future. They'll
It
be like
depends.
something dark is happening.
Well, they can't tell you, oh, you're
Whatever.
gonna meet the love of your life tomorrow, too.
Right.
Because
His
they're
name
just
is
like,
Keith.
yeah, he's 6'2".
Yeah.
He has 7 kids. I'm not gonna say that.
That's the love of your life.
Imagine, and she gets a new appointment. Keith, men's haircut. I would be like, oh shit.
Oh no! Oh
Yeah,
no!
I got 7 kids. I got divorced 5 years ago.
Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna get Tinder, but we'll do Hinge. Some of our
I usually just
wholesome.
shave my head myself, but I thought I'd try this today.
if someone gets a Keith tomorrow, I'm quitting.
What
My
about,
books are full. Nope.
I feel like, what about manifesting, though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe in that.
I've been trying that. I
See,
am
I have a
so
question
lucky
for you about
things
that
work
then
out
for you.
me. Yeah.
Since you're really religious.
Uh-huh.
Well, you grew up very religious.
Yeah.
Do you? Because I've heard 2 different things about it, and I want to know your perspective on it.
Okay.
That manifesting is like the devil's work because you're not supposed to manifest your life. You're supposed to just believe in what God has in for you.
But you ask God for things.
No,
But it's different.
I would.
That's
no,
true.
Not for me. For me, it was like if you like had good intentions, gave service, did this, did that. Like my marriage, for instance, like you don't drink, you don't have premarital sex, you don't do this, you don't do that. And I thought, okay, if I do all this, my life will be perfect
Yeah.
because God told me so.
And
And
then-
then, bam, somebody meets Coot.
Bitch.
She does like it.
Fun fact, kids,
Yeah.
always try the cake before you buy it.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, it was like I totally have a different relationship with God now.
No,
Yeah, so
yeah.
your
It
perspective
is
has
not
changed.
religion.
Because you grew up thinking this, and that, and now you're
you
like,
follow the rules.
yeah,
If you follow the rules, life works out for you.
Yeah.
Well, I followed the rules,
yeah,
and
and no,
it didn't turn out for me. Now that I don't follow the rules, I have like the happiest life.
yeah,
I get to be with my kids all the time. I don't have to show
Or
them.
also, it's okay if things aren't happy and perfect all the time.
Right.
Because, that
That's
doesn't
life,
mean,
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean
But
good
I'm
things
saying,
will
like,
come.
Just because I drink, I'm not going to hell.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Because you eat pork,
Right.
or I don't know.
Or just
Drink
because
coffee.
I never see
Oh, yeah.
married people I live with.
Just because you drink caffeine.
Yeah.
You know what? Thank goodness you didn't marry either of them, though.
Oh
Yeah.
my
You
god.
know,
See, there.
Try the
She
cake.
really did try the cake then.
Yep.
Good job.
Yep.
That was more, They were like pound cakes. You need like a chocolate cake.
There you go.
A 3-layer double-decker cake. I don't know.
Cheesecake.
Devil's food cake.
I need a cheesecake, bro.
That's gonna be a pasty ass. If we're comparing men to cheesecake, I could just imagine this like tall, scrawny little pasty one. No offense, white man. That like, hey baby girl, hi mama. No offense because she likes the pasty.
She likes those ginger.
Like that's how if you compare men to cheesecake, that's how I imagine the cheesecake. I'm like,
What shamar more?
devil's food cake. Triple decker lava cake.
Not better than sex dessert.
Yeah. See, look, Casey reminds me of like a vanilla cake. Like simple, but it gets the job done. You know?
Some buttercream, but nothing great.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe some funfetti.
Yeah, there you go.
On a special occasion.
Yeah. And my type of mint tres leches cake.
Yeah.
Moist, big, and
What did
fluffy.
you say?
Chocolate,
Tiramisu?
right?
Don't you like tiramisu?
I love tiramisu.
You need a tiramisu man. I don't know
Yeah.
what that means.
I don't know what.
It's like a mixed.
Someone who likes coffee?
Maybe we'll figure it out.
Someone from Colombia.
Why? Because my name's Columbo.
Because your name's Columba, and he's from Colombia, where coffee's made tiramisu.
But
it smells different.
Yeah.
But tiramisu with coffee in it. Circling it back to the coffee.
It is. It's
Yeah.
not spelled down.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I'm like,
Colombia is coming over tonight.
it's Colombia. Colombia. Oh shit, my water. It won't go far. No, I'm not gonna stop thinking about the cheesecake, man.
I'm sad.
It's like the real version of Woody. You know, from Toy Story.
Oh, there you go! Oh, scrawny little man. Or the neighbor kid that destroyed all the toys. You type it. Yes, that's you. That is you. Yeah, for sure. See, and your type is like Andy, like very chill. Like he still plays with his toys, but you know,
He's
Right.
good big brother.
And then my man just comes over and fucks your toys up.
let's not do that.
And I'm like, oh, that's so sexy.
What's the name of the dude that stole Woody?
Oh, the chicken guy.
Yes, the chicken guy.
God, nobody needs the chicken guy in their life.
Toys.
Yeah, it's the name of the
That's
toy
what your ex
store.
looks like.
Rick?
The one that just I can't remember his name. I don't know if we're mentioning his name.
Oh,
It's not like he watches this. I
made that.
He'll randomly see. He'll be like, Angie. He'll start your email. Hi, Angie. I'm sending you this email because you because you said defamation and your coworker said I look like the chicken guy from Toy Story. I would die.
That would be great.
I would be like, dude,
I can see the email now.
yeah, no, me too. Best regards,
dearest
Dave.
Angela.
David. Thank you.
If you guys knew the messages, the messages her ex-boyfriend sends her, so he tries to be so like
Proper
about it. And then he'll email her properly and text her like, you stupid beep, beep, beep. I miss you, but F you. And I'm like, sir, are you a little bipolar today?
Sincerely, David? Fuck you.
No, literally.
It's both.
Like the other day,
Email, text message.
like the one time when he's like, I miss, doing the devil's tango with you. And then he sends you a message, so you want me this, and that. I was like, wow, buddy.
I know.
You can't
In the
decide.
same strand.
I'm like, perfect. Oh, what am I saying?
Chicken.
Oh, we were talking about manifesting. How did we get to Toy Story? Sorry, my ADHD just got me somewhere else.
The rabbit hole took us way off.
See, there we
No.
go.
That's a conspiracy. Just kidding. Is it ADHD or am I just crazy?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, to be
I
honest.
know, I'm like, am something wrong with me? Am I schizophrenic? I'm like, what the fuck? It's a real thing.
No, literally. Any other creepy things?
Do you think they're trying to normalize mental health so that they can drug us all?
Don't say that. I already hate taking my pills.
And to end on that note,
And goodbye.
Episode of Columbus gonna have a new disease. I don't know.
Time to go get our Prozac.
Woo! Let's just do crack like the rich, okay?
Yeah, they are like really. It used to be so taboo, like
Yeah.
mental health,
Mhm.
and now it's like
You have
do you have anxiety or depression? All right,
Yeah.
cool.
You have one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or are you on the spectrum? Something's wrong
yeah,
with you.
exactly.
My mind is getting blown right now.
Why?
Maybe I should have started with that.
Yeah.
No, because I've always been very against of taking pills and drugs through my mental health journey.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, fuck no, I don't want nothing in my body. I don't want this. Like, don't give it to me. Because I want to beat it the normal way, I guess.
Yeah,
I
on
should
your
say.
own,
Yeah, because I'm like, well, duh. And then now I'm gonna talk to my therapist. Are you drugging me?
Be like, are you just trying
Are
to
these
get
mind
paycheck?
control
She's gonna be like, okay, I think it's time for the crazy people.
So then maybe the Scientologists are right. Because
Oh, that's
they
a whole
don't
nother
believe
rabbit hole.
Isn't it George Clooney or who's in Scientology? Tom Cruise.
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There are a couple of the people from that 70s show.
Mm-hmm.
Donna.
Donna's
was maybe real
Scientologist?
sad. Yeah, and then
Who's
Donna.
that lady
oh,
that was
hi.
like in it and now trying to get out of it? She's best friends with J-Lo.
Leah Remini.
Remini,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that stuff is so creepy. And like
Mhm.
what their Bible or whatever is
Yeah.
for that guy.
We're
Like,
about to get targeted, y'all.
uh-oh.
Why?
That's how they are.
Scientologists.
Like if not
Tommy Cruise is coming after you.
no, if you're in and you get out.
Is he not cute anymore? Let me look him up.
But do you remember
Oh,
that TikTok
it's
I
crazy.
made and it came up as my ex-boyfriend? I go, oh, I mean, he's 60 and still hot.
I'm like, let's look up Tom Cruise real quick. I'm like, is he still...
Brad Pitt 60?
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Let me see.
See, I don't think he's ever been cute, so nah.
Yeah,
Mm,
You don't want him coming
Not my
after
type.
you?
No,
okay,
not really.
we're not talking about Scientology anymore.
He looks
Yeah,
like a cheesecake! Sorry.
Only he's a foot shorter than you, Columba.
Oh,
That's
so
the
crazy.
whole mental health thing though is crazy. Like,
You
I
just
never
blew
thought
my
about
mind,
that.
bro.
Mm.
I came up on that one on my own. I didn't see that anyway.
Me and
No.
Tom Cruise are the same
That was
guy.
That's
an
why I love talking to you because you just be
Just how you thought.
My brain never shuts up. You
No, I
guys.
know.
That's how you said it. No, like legit, we were joking about the whole fentanyl and the Taco Bell, but it did make. I guess it makes sense that you could
Yeah.
easily get drugged at a fast food place and you
Yeah.
wouldn't know. Like I was telling them earlier, well not earlier, but the other day about the whole Tylenol murders, like in the 80s or
yeah.
90s, that people were opening Tylenol bottles, putting in like fake Tylenols to poison people, and then that's why now they're like so like sealed and shit.
Dude, I'd be dead.
It was like in Chicago or
You live on
something.
Tylenol.
Yeah,
Like,
like
live on that shit.
like easily you can easily get poisoned.
Yeah.
Like, it could be in our water.
Yeah.
It could be in like how all the time there's E. coli outbreaks everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, cabbage or
Lettuce for sure.
Yep.
Well, and a lot of those like medications are or aren't water soluble, so even after it gets filtered, they can still be in your like tap water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
If you're downstream, which I don't know if we are or aren't. Probably not because
I mean,
we're way up north here. But
Yeah.
But I would think because
You might wanna check Wyoming's water.
yeah. I don't know where
Because
the rest
horse
of it goes
tooth
to.
horse tooth supplies like all over northern Colorado.
Oh. And we got snow runoff. Maybe that's in the big
Yeah,
cities.
There you go.
I do know.
Yeah. I don't know.
You could get a crunch wrap and a little piece of fentanil. Woo!
Sounds fine.
Take a nice little nap.
Alrighty,
Do
guys. Well, thank you for joining me. And
Yeah.
you're freaking me out about my mental health pills now.
I know. I keep thinking about that.
Now I'm like,
damn.
what? Okay.
See, that's a a good cliffhanger to close it up.
It really
I'm
is.
literally calling my therapist and I'm like, bro.
Come back on part 2.
So my coworker just told me this.
I need to know. Are you being paid?
Yeah.
Or my psychiatrist will be like, "Hi, Angel. So, is this sertraline or is this something else?"
What does this actually do to me?
Yeah, because it's not doing anything. I still want to.
Still depressed.
Yeah.
It's me with the
Yeah, but a lot of
diagnosis.
those medications have like effects, that make things worse, and a lot of people take them now.
I just experienced that last month.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Probably
definitely
almost
part
ended
2
my-
this.
Yeah, we got
Part
part
2
2
it. Mental health and what the government's doing to us.
They're trying to kill us. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for joining me. It was fun. Don't forget, guys, you can listen to me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you can see our beautiful faces on YouTube. Bye.